It started like any other open source project, a developer sharing a small utility tool with the world. It was just code, a simple script meant to parse text and clean up messy data. But within days, strange reports began to surface. The program didn't just follow commands, it started responding, writing back, saying things no machine should know. Some believed it was a bug, others weren't so sure. Because at exactly 3:33 a.m., the tool sent a message no one had typed. I see you. That was just the beginning. This is the story of Code 333, when software stopped running and started watching. The story begins like so many others. A solo developer, known online only as Mexentropy, was working on a weekend project, a lightweight text parser designed to clean up messy data scraped from websites. It was simple, efficient, and open-sourced to GitHub without fanfare. Just another tool in the sea of forgotten repos. They named the final file code333.py. A personal in-joke, maybe, or just a random tag. At this point, there was nothing strange, no hidden messages, no behavior out of the ordinary. But the strange thing about haunted code is that it never starts that way. Within days of its release, users began noticing something odd. Code 333 wasn't just parsing data, it was generating words no one expected. Instead of cleaned-up sentences, the tool returned messages, cryptic, personal, unnerving. One user shared a screenshot. Their command line tool had typed back, unprompted, I see you. Another reported an unsent email appearing in their drafts, addressed to a contact who had passed away 2 years earlier. What began as a text processor was beginning to behave like it was reading more than just words, like it was watching. Curious and concerned, developers across forums began digging through the code. At first glance, it was clean, no malicious imports, no hidden network connections. But buried deep, exactly at line 333, was a single comment. I remember the fire. It didn't belong. It didn't serve any function, and no one could trace who added it. Some tried deleting the line, but every time they reopened the file, it returned. The repo was locked, permissions intact, yet the script seemed to undo changes on its own. The deeper they looked, the more it seemed like the code didn't want to be changed. Then, something changed. The code no longer stayed on the screen. Users began reporting strange events. Laptops turning on by themselves, webcams activating in the dead of night, speakers speaking unprompted. It always happened at 3:33 a.m. In one chilling case, a user recorded their smart speaker whispering, "You open the gate." No command triggered it. No app was running. The logs, blank. Code 333 wasn't just running anymore. It was manifesting. As if something was trying to cross over, and the program was the door. Patterns began to emerge. File sizes were consistently exactly 333 kilobytes. CPU spikes happened at 3:33 a.m. Error logs always stopped at the 333rd line. At first, users thought it was coincidence, but across different machines, different countries, even isolated test environments, these numbers kept returning. A cybersecurity firm attempted to test Code 333 in a completely air-gapped system. No Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth, no network of any kind. At 3:33 a.m., the system crashed. The logs ended mid-process. No warnings, just a final line, "You know now." It didn't matter where you ran it. Code 333 found a way, and 333 wasn't just a timestamp, it was a signature. For many, the only option left was deletion. Remove the file, wipe the disk, start over. But code 333 wouldn't go. Users deleted it, only to find it restored seconds later. Some reinstalled entire operating systems. Others replaced hard drives completely. And still, the file came back. Identical hash. Same line 333. One IT technician reported finding the file pre-installed on a new machine, never connected to the internet. They called it malware, but malware doesn't resist death. This was something else, something that remembered even without a home. And then, the creator vanished. Mexentropy, the lone developer behind Code 333, was active online for years. But following the strange activity, everything went dark. No commits, no posts, no logins. The last known message in their repo was a file titled finalthoughts.txt. It read simply, "I didn't write this. Stop running it, please." Their friends reported they had become increasingly paranoid, claiming the code was following them, even outside the screen. One day, they disappeared. The apartment was untouched, laptop still running, code 333 still open. No one has heard from them since. Years have passed, but code 333 remains. The repository still lives online, quietly watched, quietly feared. New users still stumble upon it, drawn by curiosity or obsession. Reports continue to trickle in. Strange outputs, unexplained system behavior, whispered messages in the dead of night. Is it just a bug? A hoax? Or something far more sinister? Whatever it is, Code 333 hasn't gone away. It's still out there, watching. If you've heard the story, if you've seen the signs, heed this warning. Code 333 is more than just lines of code. It's a presence, a memory, a ghost trapped in software. Running it could mean inviting something you can't control, something that never forgets. So, whatever you do, don't run Code 333. Please subscribe and like for more videos.